Hi everyone, it's Michelle from It's Our Turn.Style, and to quote Britney Spears, oops, I did it again. Went to the nursery, and I have to admit, I am a plantaholic. Repeat after me if it applies. I am a plantaholic, and I have no shame. So anyway, today we're going to make beautiful container plants with this beautiful urn for my front step. I'll have one on each side. So what makes this a really special one, because all container plants are beautiful, but this one is with knockout roses, so it's going to last me from early spring, and in Georgia, that's like end of March, to October. So it's going to be beautiful in bloom, and I have some other wonderful plants to accent the beauty of the plant. Can you guess what this is? That's right, it's rosemary. So I have rosemary, which will be absolutely beautiful, and I love the texture of the leaves. Have you seen rosemary? I'm sure you have, but here, have a look. Rosemary. Yes, rosemary there. And I'm keeping with my flower colored palette. I love the reds, the pinks, and the blues, the violets. Gorgeous with the green. So I have those and these pretty ones. They're phlox. Chattahoochee phlox. I didn't even know. But look at those colors. And they're going to bloom all season long. So a container plant that lasts and lasts and lasts, and you never get rid of it. Even in the winter, put it in your garage or inside. Keep it just a little bit warmer, and they'll be back again next year. So the last container plant I ever have to make for the front. You know I'm going to make other ones, don't you? But look how pretty. So let's get started. Come on, come on. So I introduced you to the plants. Hello, plant. Hello. Now what we're going to do is I've already selected my urn. And the thing is, I had plants in it before, so I just dumped it out. They were gone. So what we're going to do is take our urn. Look how pretty that urn is. And I'm going to put it right here so you can see step by step how we're going to do this. Okay, pretty urn. Now, but what we need with every plant is good drainage. And how I'm going to achieve that is putting pebbles on the bottom. River rocks, $3 and change for a big old sack that I carried by myself. Unbelievable. So here are my river rocks, and I'm just going to punch a hole in it because I'm going to wind up putting it in a pail. I'm sure it's a lovely view you're getting of me right now. I'm going to put quite a few in the bottom. I've already drilled, and I love doing it, using a power tool. Very invigorating. Here's my soil. I'm going to put this down here. So about a quarter of the way up in my pot, I'm going to put, yowzer, the river rock. Okay, that's about enough. And there you go. And what's also nice is the river rock adds, or any kind of rock that you use, adds weight. So when the wind blows during the summer, when it's a really heavy wind, it keeps it steady. It weights it down. Multifunctional. Beautiful. All right, so next, I'm going to put my soil. Now, I can be dainty. The heck is that? I could be dainty and use the trowel, but I won't. Because the beauty of planting is getting dirty and getting your hands in there. just opened. Alrighty. I don't want to put it too much because I have to put my plants in there. And there are quite a few. But I'm going to see the height of the container for my knockout roses, which are absolutely beautiful. So vibrant. Big and great shape. Great shape. Alright, so we get up. Oh my God, do you go through this too? It's alright. It's our turn. It's my turn. My back can crack. I'm cool. I'm cool. So, here is my knockout rose. Look at those. They're gorgeous. And when these have been spent, deadhead them, and there are millions of others waiting to come. And I'll prune it at the beginning of the season. But right now, someone's already done that for me. Alright, so I'm going to remove it from its container. There you go. I'm going to hold it down with my sneakers. Alright, and I'm going to place it, holy cow, in there. Again, very strong. Okay, so that once that's done, I'm going to divide up the plants that I want to have around it. Okay, so I have my rosemary, and I'm having 3 per pot. So I'll divide it into thirds. I'm not going to plant them yet because I want to lay them out in the way I'd like to have them eventually. Nice. Now not only will this smell fantastic when you walk it and tells you Michelle's cooking again, the texture is different than the other plants, and they're stiffer and they look nice. I like things that contrast. And then we have the flowery phlox. And what I'm going to do is I only have to buy 1 plant because it's big enough that I can divide it into 3. And it's very simple, and it will be successful as long as I keep the roots attached. It's really not that difficult. So, here we go. I'll put it up with my soil. Oh my gosh, this is an old plant. I should have suspected because it was so big, but I have some work to do. Let me show you how I know it's an old plant. Come closer, come closer. Do you see all these roots just wrapped around this plant? Really tight. Practically a container unto itself. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to peel away from the bottom the old roots, give it a massage so there's some soil that's loose, and then I'll be able to cut it into 3s. Do you see 3 fingers? 3. All right, let me do that. Okay. So again, I'm cracking away the bottom. Use that as the trash can. All right, I'm cracking away the bottom and letting the roots have place to grow instead of wrapped up in that small container. Okay, and now I'm going to cut it into 3s. Remember, keeping my root intact. All right, here we go. Look how easy that was. Just cut right through. So there we go. I'm going to pull some back so I can see where the roots are. And honestly, they're everywhere. So I just have to divide it into 3. I'm going to eyeball it. It's not rocket science. Thank goodness. Because I wouldn't be very good at that. All right. So here we go. Well, there's just a hunk of soil that we just don't need. I'm going to open it up. Look inside. I'm going to show you all the different roots inside. So we're going to be safe dividing it up because everything is attached to roots. I'm going to divide it in 3. Okay. An extra. I really don't need it. There we go. So here's one. I'm going to grab a handful and pull. Okay. All those roots are attached. It's crazy. They're attached. So I've divided in 3, and I want to get that in there as quick as possible so I know where its placement is. And I have just enough soil right now. I don't have to add it. So here we go. Divide it into 3. Yep. Let's plant that in there. Push it down. You know what? I am going to need some more soil. Again, the best part, digging up with your hands. There we go. Press it in so that there is no air inside, or very little. And then, of course, when we water, it'll also push down. Look how pretty that is. Alrighty. My rose straight. Not really. So, I'm going to push that down now. Add a little more soil to cement it in its place, in its new home. And I think it'll be very happy. I think it'll be very happy. That looks pretty straight to me, and it has a piece of bamboo as a stake too, because it's still kind of little and small and delicate, because it's truly a bush, but they've been cutting it back. So this limb is kind of small. All right. So I have my rosemary. Ta-da! I do that a lot. All right. And I love it. Not too many tangled roots, which is good. And I know they sell it in the containers that you can, plant it with. I don't do that for some reason. I know you can, but I don't. All right. So I'm going to make a little hole for my rosemary, making sure, again, that there is soil all around and that I have patted out the air. Now, I have to tell you that I'm leaving some room between the phlox and the rosemary because they're going to grow. They're going to grow a lot. This phlox is going to go over, hang over, and also grow up. Never to the point to the top of my flower, but nice. And this also, the rosemary will grow up a little bit over, not too much. I'm going to follow all the way around. So, getting ready for spring is a lot of fun. And you know what? We're more than halfway done. Those are the arts and crafts projects and gardening projects. Lots of time. And make the time, which is important to make my world beautiful. That's what it's all about, people. Alright, making another hole. Alright, pressing it down. Oh no! I put it next to my rosemary. But it's okay. Comes out easily. Alright, so where's another part of my phlox? Here we go. I'm going to divide that in half since I took the first third out. Separating it. And going all the way down. Alright. Still has roots attached. Very important. I'm going to put it in with its roots. Tuck down. Oh, beautiful. Hang it over. So pretty already. That's when you know it's success. Now, I can do my rosemary. Again, plant stuff. It's dig, stuff, pat. There you go. I made the pattern. Made a pattern. Alright. Nice, nice, nice. Almost done. We need phlox, my last piece, and that's just huge. So I'm just going to, as my father would say, lop it off. Okay. This one has a lot of, oh my gosh, roots, and that's good. Not the old stiff ones. But here we go. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. My placement of all my flowers is exactly where I want them. And so I don't have to pick them up and and move them around, but I could if I wanted, if I needed to. All right, beautiful massage. I know what it is. Last flower going in. And you won't believe this. It is done. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take that out of my soil, add a little more, not to cover up my plants, of course. There we go. Make it pretty. I'm going to kind of train the phlox how to go right now. So if it's twisting one way but I want it out, I'm just going to tell it, go out. But since English is not its first language, I'm going to just give it a gentle coax. Gentle coax. You want to go out, so push it going towards the front. There you go. And there's my rosemary. There's my phlox. This is not in very solidly, so I'm just going to take more soil. Nice. Again, point it in the direction that I want it to go. That's this way, baby. That's this way. And there's my rosemary. Okay, everyone knows where it needs to go. Rosemary, phlox, rosemary, phlox, rosemary, phlox. Done deal. So, you see that my rose plant, my knockout is not straight, so I'm going to put more soil and pat it down and hold it where I want it to be. Oh my gosh. And here you go. And what I'm going to do, that I would say is perfect. Truly perfect. In 1 week, this thing is going to just be beautiful. Not that it's not beautiful now, it is. So the final touch is, of course, water. Solidifying where it needs to be. You're where you need to be. Fantastic. Now remember, I drilled holes on the bottom of this planter. And I put pebbles on the bottom of the planter. So it's going to just be drainerific. So here we go. A multi-seasonal container that I never have to plant again, and it's only going to get more beautiful every season. So make your own. If you like this and other gardening tips I have, subscribe to us on YouTube. And it's our Turn.Style, where we do veranda boxes, gardening all over. We're going to get started on our herb garden later this season. And we're also on Facebook. So give us a gander. It's our Turn.Style. Thanks for joining us. And I'm going to sweep the deck and take pictures. Check it out on Facebook. It's our Turn.Style.